Hi all, this is On the Rocks again. Today we're going to do something a little different than continuing with the Arena series, which I unfortunately lost 3 games in a row after that one really awesome game. But today we're going to take a look at a deck that I just put together recently. I call it Weapon Aggro. It's a warrior deck, and it's mainly centered around weapons and dealing with that kind of stuff, and any cards that like synergize with weapons. So, opening hand, I'm not thrilled about this. I like the Weaponsmith because A, we get the weapon off of it, but all these are kind of later plays, so we're gonna get rid of them. We'll discuss those later as they come up. And we get a Fiery War Axe Cleave and another Fiery War Axe. Excellent. Weapons. Exactly what we need in this deck. Okay, first turn it's going to look like we're going to coin the Fiery War Axe. And that's probably going to be it. And that worm is going to get hit in the face. One of the keys to playing this deck is to keep your opponent's board clear as often as possible, and just play aggressively to keep them clear. Nothing on the board. You're probably going to end up taking a lot of damage from this, so what you're going to end up doing is you're going to want to use your armor up pretty liberally as you play this deck. Currently, we've already been hit twice. Probably going to want to think about armoring up. I think that this turn, that's going to be my play. Armor up, swing, and then drop the next Fiery War Axe the next turn. So, yeah, that's about it. Let's keep the damage rolling. Okay. We got the Ragnaros for later, but that's only for once we actually hit the magic 8 mana. Which, if it's one of those things, we have a Ragnaros and we also have an Ysera in this deck. Those are basically punishment cards, so that, basically letting the game drag on for so long, we have to lay down something super threatening. And just to make sure that our opponent knows, this is not acceptable. So anyway, so it's going to punish those late play decks, those decks that tend to draw out the game a lot, which tend to be paladins, and priests tend to do that quite often.
Let the pain
unfortunately, I haven't come up against it, but I don't have the greatest response to the Hunter one-turn kill deck yet. We will see if we actually end up facing off against one of those, but generally speaking, this deck, I've played against a variety of different classes with this, and the only thing that I've struggled with, and it's been like a super close game, was against another warrior who was playing a similar deck, not really as weapon synergistic as this one, but very heavy on putting up armor and just throwing down lots of creatures with taunt. It drew out the game until we were both taking fatigue damage, and I ended up being in better position when that happened, and yeah, it was just it was just excellent all around. Okay, so as Acolyte of Pain, I think I'm going to take that out with the Weaponsmith. We drew into an Arcanite Reaper, excellent. Probably going to throw down the shield block. Let's see. Weaponsmith to clear his board. Swing to the face for 2. Armor up. Shield block. Sounds like a plan. Let's see it happen. He gets the card, but only one card. Armor up. Shield block.
Job's done.
And we're good. We're actually in a position to, well, he's going to ping him, but I'm not thrilled about this. I'm probably going to end up taking Battle Rage out of this deck because I tend to not have many creatures out in this situation, and the ones that are out tend to get killed pretty quickly like that.
Your magic shall not.
All right, Spellbreaker, but he's not silencing anything. All right, Ironbeak Owl, good against those priest decks. Keep 2 of these in here just to deal with annoying priests. So let's see, what are we going to do here? I want to take this guy out. But I'm not sure I want to use a Heroic Strike to make it happen. I gotta think on this one for a second. Because if I use the Heroic Strike, then... But it does keep the board nice and clean. Well, like I said, we want to keep the board clear, so let's do it. A little bit of an overkill, but... You know... I'm gonna say, oh well. Just... whatever. And unfortunately, I'm gonna use my Battle Rage now. I'm really not going to get many creatures out. Oh, excellent! Captain Greenskin. Great for weapon decks. Because next turn I'm going to throw down an Arcanite Reaper. And then the turn after that I'm going to throw down Greenskin. That is if he doesn't actually kill Captain Greenskin in that amount of time. And let's see. Swamp Ooze. Again, I threw a Swamp Ooze in this deck to deal with other counter against other Warrior and possible Paladin decks, but it really, like, against this deck, Swamp Oozes aren't that dangerous because you're just going to draw another weapon really soon. Let's see. It's Ironbeak Owl to take off his shield, and Arcanite Reaper to kill him. And once again, the board is clear. We're going to throw down Captain Greenskin next turn so that our weapon's going to get another charge. It's not the +1 to attack that makes this card really good, it's the +1 to durability that makes it excellent. Oh, but he's going to... Damn it. Oh well.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Well, that was kind of crappy. But we are at turn 8 finally. We know what that means. Well, let's see. If I throw him down, there's a good chance he's probably going to get polymorphed.
What now?
So what I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to cleave, sacrifice my Ironbeak Owl to take out the Swamp Ooze, which has gotten a little big now. And then I'm just going to throw down Captain Greenskin for the heck of it, so that he can... because I want to test the water here for a polymorph. I know that seems like kind of a waste, but really, I'm doing it to test for a polymorph. Because he's going to see him... Because there's a good chance if I throw down my Ragnaros, he's gonna get one turn off this, and I really don't want that to be the case. Thinking real hard on this. Let's see. I don't know if that was the greatest play ever, but if he's going to leave him there, he's just going to take, 5 to the face off of this, or lose this guy, whatever he's going to trade off of this. Or, we lose some of his cards. He's throwing down quite a bit. Yep, there's the polymorph. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Now, this doesn't clear us of that kind of shenanigans yet. Or, oh, even more interesting. Even more interesting. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to Heroic Strike the Mana Worm, throw down the Abomination, shield up, and because if he takes out the Abomination, either he's going to waste he's going to use up his second polymorph, or we're going to wipe his board. So, and both of those are good things at this point. So let's Heroic Strike the Worm, because the Abomination would probably take that out, and I really don't want that to get any bigger. Probably should have armed up before that, but okay. And there's the Abomination. Kind of a little derp on my part there. Probably should have armored up beforehand, but we're still in decent position here. Let's see if we actually are able to tease out that polymorph. We can still do it. And there it is. Excellent. Ragnaros coming down next turn. Awesome. Okay, well, maybe not spectacular there. Actually, we're in bad position here. Because we're only at 10, and yeah, this probably isn't so good. Let's see what he hits. Okay. Let's see. He's got to do 12 damage to me. Or possible 8 damage. He could sacrifice both creatures against him and then ping him. And that'll take out Ragnaros. But it looks like he's just going to go for the throat because he probably has a fireball in his hand, and there it is. Wow, interesting. A loss against the mage. This is actually the first loss I've had for this deck. That's kind of interesting. So anyway, we're going to try another game. What's up, guys? This is On the Rocks again. We are trying out this warrior deck, synergy weapon synergy deck that I just put together recently. Let's see. Starting hand, I don't want the Ysera. Want to have these weapons. We got two right at the beginning here, which is really good. So let's drop the Ysera and see what we get from that. Excellent, Dread Corsair. Perfect card for this. Okay. First turn against a Shaman, what can we expect? Lightning Bolt, which I doubt he's going to use on this guy. Let's see. Yeah, let's get him down first turn. We don't get the charge, but let's get some damage on the board second turn. Swing for a total of 5 with the War Axe up. And let's see, it's going to coin into Novice Engineer. Okay. Getting the card advantage. Okay, so we're going to start off by trading the South Sea Deckhand for the Novice Engineer and dropping a Fiery War Axe. Actually, no, we're going to War Axe the Novice Engineer and keep swinging with the Deckhand because we want to keep the creature out. Fiery War Axe has fewer charges, and Deckhand gets to swing again. So we keep that damage flowing. Next up is going to be a Dread Corsair and an Armor Up. Armor being very important to this deck. And we draw that Ysera. I did not want to draw it that early. Ugh. That stinks. Well, let's see. His board is pretty much clear. But let's toss out the Dread Corsair, Armor Up, take out that totem, and yeah, let's swing him for the face. We got the Arathi Weaponsmith coming up next turn, so we're going to have yet another weapon. Defender of Argus probably after that, so we can give these guys taunt. Let's see, are we getting a Fork Lightning here? No, an Unbound Elemental. Okay. Okay, weapon to... Yeah, I think we're going to do weapon, and we're going to sacrifice the South Sea Deckhand to keep him from getting any bigger. I know that the flavor of the moment Shaman deck is kind of very full of overload cards, so we don't want this guy getting any bigger. And we get 3 to the other hero after that. Excellent. Okay, we're off to a good start here. Alright, let's see. Now what's our next turn play gonna be? I'm not sure I want to throw down the Abomination. Probably gonna drop the Defender of Argus. Man, I was really not hoping to draw these so early, but I guess that's the risk you run of having these gigantic creatures in your deck, is just having to deal with that, the risk of drawing off of that. So let's see. I'm going to throw down the Defender of Argus in between these guys. Give them both +1/+1. Extra taunt. Let's see. I think they're going to get, because I want to take this guy out so that he doesn't become much of a threat. So I think I'm going to swing with both of these, and the last two from the weapon to the Shaman. Okay. Again, we're still in good position. Really hoping he starts dropping his hexes so that I can keep these guys out. Let's see if we actually are able to tease out one of his hexes. Okay. Forked lightning. Not thrilled about that.
Time for a little blood.
Okay. Ironbeak Owl. Good against the priest decks. Can be useful in this deck here. Let's see. I think I'm going to throw down the Abomination, trade with this guy, armor up, or actually not going to be able to armor up after doing that, but let's do that. Trade, Abomination, end the turn. This is kind of, Abomination's an interesting card because it's kind of like, it can be good if you play it correctly, because it punishes the opposing player for actually getting it killed. So that makes things very interesting. Okay, so we end up getting, let's see, a Cleave. We got the Cleave, we got the Abomination, we got an Ironbeak Owl. Not quite sure how I'm going to play this. We could take out one of these with the Abomination, then yeah, one of them's still going to be alive. I was thinking using the Cleave, using him to take one out. Yeah, I think we're just going to attack, armor up, and that's it. If he decides to attack in, that's going to be his choice. He's probably going to do it, wipe the board as is right now, but then drop something afterward, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Still sitting on only 5 mana from his previous play of the Feral Spirit. And dropped another taunt. Chances are he has a Hex in his hand, which is not fun, but let's see if we get it anyway. Let's, I hate to suss it out with the Ragnaros, but let's see if he does. I know, this is a really, really, really risky play right now, considering that the one thing that I'm going to get off of him is probably going to just kill that totem. Yeah, this is an insanely risky play against a Shaman, because if he does have that Hex in his hand, that was basically for nothing.
I wonder.
But he's just kind of thinking on it. I guess he... No, I mean, I guess he doesn't have the Hex. Wow. Oh, he's just putting up a wall. Okay, so he basically, what he just did was he just gave me a ton of targets to have to deal with. So let's make him regret not having that Hex. I'm going to throw down Ysera. And here we go. What's the dream card? We get, oh, 8 to the face and an Emerald Drake. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, let's see. Next turn, we have 10 mana to work with. He's got 4 guys on the board. Ragnaros has lots of potential targets for Ragnaros. Probably going to end up being wasted. Uh-oh. No, that's not very good. Yep, it looks like someone's getting killed here. Possibly both. Yep, we're losing the Ragnaros and possibly Sarah. He's going to lose a lot more, though. Okay, he pretty much wiped his board minus those 2. And we're still, even though they did the damage, the exact kind of damage that we needed them to do. So, 10 mana to act. Arcanite Reaper, Cleave to clear his board, and Southsea Deckhand. That sounds like pretty good. Follow with an armor up. I think we're sitting pretty. Arcanite Reaper, Southsea Deckhand, armor up. And we are in excellent position. We get the well played from him. I'm going to guess that a concession is coming. But he's going to think on it first. And can he save himself from 5 to the face? Oh, he Hail Married for the totem with taunt, but he doesn't know that I have an Ironbeak Owl in his hand. In the hand. Silencing the taunt. Oh no, he's gonna put up 2 taunts! Oh, he saved himself. Saved himself from total annihilation. Well. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so basically we're going to take him out, drop the Emerald Drake, and I think that's going to be it. Yeah, he effectively saved himself there from certain doom. We're going to drop that Emerald Drake, armor up, and I'm going to Ironbeak this guy unless he throws down another taunt. We'll see. He's gonna make us work for that last bit of damage. Let's see. He's gonna try and put some on the board here. And he thinks he's saving himself 1 turn, and yep, he's got it. And just to, should I be a jerk and yeah, I think I'm. No, I'm not going to rub it in. I'm going to be the good guy. I will be the better man here. And there's the game. Honestly, I like how this deck plays. I have a lot of fun playing it. So, if there are any questions, please be sure to put them in the comments section, and I'll be in the thread for this deck on Hearthstone. Again, thanks for watching if you are indeed watching, and we'll have some more gameplay of this later on.